Hi, Hayden here, and this video is an experimental video about audio. You're going to hear this. I didn't hear anything, but you should have heard that on the audio track because this is the microphone that is attached to the earbuds that come with our Axon 7 phone, the ZTE Axon 7 phone. The earbuds that are supplied with it have the microphone built into it, of course, for phone calls and things of that nature. Open camera software is not the software that comes with the ZTE Axon 7 phone. They have their own internal camera device or camera application on the phone, but that application will not recognize this microphone if I wanted to use it to record video. Open camera, however, does. There is an option within the software to recognize an external microphone if present. Currently it's present, it's plugged in properly, and it's recording the audio. What this does by connecting an external microphone to the camera allows me to get further away from the camera. And that's important when I'm doing a demonstration or a demonstrative video about like the video cart or the video box that you see in the background here. So it's important for me to be able to have a microphone to get the proper sound into the camera while I'm making the recording, and then that way I don't have to fuss around too much with it in post-production. So it kind of helps save the workload on the back end. The better you can make your video when you shoot it, the less work you have to do in the background in the editing booth. So with that, that's going to wrap up this test right now, but this is just to demonstrate that with open camera, I can record from an external microphone, even the one that's included in the earbuds. So let me tell you what I'm going to do in future videos. I'm going to make a couple of more experimental videos with the audio, and I'm going to acquire a proprietary or a special, the TRRS connection, which looks like this one here. This, by the way, this is a device that was a splitter that didn't actually get the job done for me. But see, there's 3 black rings there. Those 3 black rings are the different dividers between left, right, ground, and the video. And it was supposed to allow me to use an external microphone with the cell phone, but for some reason that didn't work with the ZTE Axon 7. And there are a good number of reasons, connectability and stuff like that. Maybe that's designed for an Apple device and this is an Android device. And so it could be any one of a number of reasons why, but that didn't work for me. So I'm looking at different microphones that are specifically for this purpose, and one of them is a Rode microphone, R-O-D-E. And the Rode microphone, however, it's the Lav Plus, I believe, microphone that I was looking at. I'm looking at several of them, so that's just one of them. But the ZTE Axon 7 phone is not listed on the compatibility list for those microphones. And I think that the reason that might be, I don't know, I'm guessing here, but I think that the reason might be because they're testing it with the internal camera application, which would make sense. Now, this microphone works fine with the audio recording applications that I have. Now, if I could start the audio recording application, use the external microphone, and that application would continue to record the audio while I'm shooting video, that would be fine, because then I could just match up the audio and the video in the post-production, which I can do. It's not too difficult. It's a little bit of a pain in the neck, but it's not too difficult, and it's certainly doable. But it seems like my audio recording application goes to sleep when I go into the video application. So it's like only one can run at a time or something. I don't know. I'll keep playing around with that too. And if I find something exciting, I'll go ahead and make an experimental video on that as well. But I'm looking at the Rode microphones. I will be acquiring one of them. And when I get that in and do the experiments with it, and if they're successful, of course, then I'll go ahead and upload them to YouTube, and you'll be able to see how they work with the ZTE Axon 7 phone specifically. Again, the compatibility list might be because they're using the internal application, and this is open camera software. And if I didn't mention it earlier, because I shot a few test clips of this to see how this works, I want to make a mention about that. The reason why I don't use open camera software, or I haven't used the reason why I haven't used open camera software as a video platform on my phone is because it does not allow me to capture directly to the external storage device that I plug into the phone. It's a 128 gigabyte drive. I'd like to use that to capture video directly. However, The internal camera application does allow me to record video directly to the additional storage that I have in the device, and I have all my photographs there. So I take my pictures, I directly store them to the extra storage that I have, and the video is also recorded directly there. What this does inadvertently is it allows me to have over 40 gigabytes of free space on the internal storage that came with the phone, which is actually faster than the external storage that I plug in. Also, because it's a 64 gigabyte internal storage and there's over 40 gigabytes of free space, it's faster to access the files too. So it saves me time. Inadvertently, the thing that I didn't like about Open Camera was that it only allowed me to write to the internal storage. However, accidentally, it makes things faster because I can rapidly access the video. And the way I do it is I change the workflow. Rather than just leaving information on my card because it's that big, it can hold all that storage of video and pictures and stuff like that, I delete the files. I'm going to take this video file here, I'm going to copy it over to my editing computer, and then I'm going to remove this from my phone. So I'll still have over 40 gigabytes of space. So every time I want to record a new video, I can record it with Open Camera, which has more manual settings and things of that nature. That gives me more control over the video that I like. You know, any videographer is going to like to be able to have manual control over the video they're shooting. And just like them, I do too. And I'm going to be experimenting with Open Camera software and probably the Rode microphone of some sort or another. They have one that wears like a headset. They have a lavalier microphone, and they have extension cords so I can get even further away from the cell phone. So with that, until I see you in the next video, and stay tuned to these experiments. I'll be doing more of these. Experimentation video with the cell phone is something that I really, really want to work on, and I'd like to see that expand a whole lot more. So with that, until I catch you in the next video, take care and be well.